This video will show you how to make the crayon pole for your playground set. Again, we're going to do another part, so it's a new standard IPT. And to do this, we're going to use a center line and the Revolve tool. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click line. We're going to go over to the right, and we're under format. There's a little tool. If you hover over it, it'll say center line. So click that, draw a line down, straight down. Then right click, dimension it, and this line, according to your worksheet, is 24 inches long. And I'm going to zoom out. So we've got a 24-inch long line. Right click and cancel to get out of the dimension. Now what we need to do is draw our shape on here, so this is going to be the main part of the crayon. So I'm going to click line. I need to go back over and click the center line so it's not selected. And at the very top, you're going to see the dot changes colors, goes from yellow to green. That means you're touching that, and you want to draw this over, make sure it's perpendicular, and then you're going to draw it straight down, and that will be parallel. I'm going to zoom out here, and you'll notice there's some dotted lines there. When I get down towards the bottom, you'll see a dotted line right there. And that's even with the bottom, so we can click and then bring it over. Now, if you happen to get out of whack here, you can always go up to the perpendicular tool. This right here is not straight, so we'll make that perpendicular, this line to this line. And now they're parallel and perpendicular to each other. Okay? Then the next step we want to do, we're going to right click and cancel. We're going to draw another line. We're going to extend this center line up, so I'm going to draw the tip of the crayon pole. So I'm going to click line. Again, I'm going to change it back to center. You can always tell if your icon is blue, it's selected. So now I'm going to draw a line straight up, and I'm going to dimension that. And the dimension here you'll find, because the overall length of the crayon pole is 28.25 and the base of the crayon pole is 24, so if I subtract those two, I'm going to get 4.25. Okay, and I'm going to zoom back out and then just zoom into the area I'm working on. Now I have to create the tip on here, so I'm going to go back to line, go back to the center line, change it back to a normal line, and we have to draw a profile of this. So the shape is, it comes out a little bit and it angles down all the way to the crayon pole, not to the corner, but to the crayon pole. Once you do that, then we're going to dimension this piece up here, the little line you click on, drag up, that's going to be 0.6. And this line here, if you click on and drag up, that's going to be 3. And the distance between the center line and the point, you have to get to the point here, is going to be 2.7. Let me back up. This dimension is 1.5. It's half the diameter. 1.5. Okay? So now we have it correct. Our picture should look something like this. It's all dimensioned. Last step we need to do is right click and finish sketch, or you can click finish sketch in the corner. You go to Revolve, and at this point we have to pick the profile. So click the profile box, and you have to select both pieces you want to revolve. Then you have to pick an axis point, so click the axis arrow, and then you want the center line. It doesn't matter which one. It revolves around. You click OK, and now you have your crayon pole. Now, in order to change this for color, you can go up to default and you can pick a color. So if you want a dark green, you can make it a dark green crayon pole. And if you're going to have multiple colored, you do a save as crayon pole green. Then you do the same thing, save as, and then you can come in here and change it to dark red and do a save as on that as a dark red crayon pole. And that's what you need to do for crayon pole.